All right, guys, this week we are going to give you all the keys to create a massive turn in your backswing. All right, guys, Christopher Howard here. So I just got back from a golf school in Melbourne, Australia, and one of my players really struggled with getting a big load in his backswing. Now, this created a lot of problems. We started to see big slicey move out of him. Ball was just ballooning up high, falling off to the right. We were talking about 105-yard 9-irons, not getting the job done with that kind of distance. So we quickly realized that his complete lack of turn was the reason for all of these big misses. So we sat there and we gave him some cues to get him turning. And this is something I see with a lot of players all over the world. And it can really rob you of control of your ball flight. It can rob you of distance. So if this is something you struggle with, this is going to be the video for you. Guys, if you want to keep watching and you're enjoying these videos, please do me a favor, hit the like button. Make sure you comment, and please hit the sub button. We're trying to build a nice community here, and every sub helps. Thank you guys very much for your support. All right, so the first key, if we're trying to get a big turn in the backswing, is understanding how the legs work. We need to get into a condition where we get a big load out of the trail leg. So that means the trail leg is the right leg for a right-handed golfer, and it is going to be extending up in the backswing. We don't want the knee to lock out. We don't want that leg locked in the backswing, but we want it extended. So if it's moving up, the lead leg is going to have the lead knee move in towards that leg in the backswing. That's the first key to getting a big load. When you notice at the top of my backswing here, I have this knee higher than my lead knee or my left knee. If you can create that inclination in the backswing, it's going to start putting you in position where you can truly get everything turned. Now, when I'm pushing out of the ground and getting that load, I'm going to feel all my pressure moves firmly into the ground in my trail foot. So get the trail leg moving up, lead knee moving in. It's okay if the lead foot comes off the ground a little bit when you're making that turn. Anyone who tells you to leave it planted is putting you in a position where you are going to have a restricted backswing every time. All right, key number 2 when it comes to getting a big load in the backswing. We need to work the hips properly. Now, when we turn back, we're extending the right leg. So that's pushing the trail hip up and back in the backswing. The lead knee is coming in, so that's going to add a little bit more flexion or maintaining flexion in the lead foot. So that's going to get the lead hip a little bit lower in the backswing than my trail hip. I'm creating a bit of an inclination. My right hip will be above my left hip. Now, my trail hip, I'm going to feel when it's pushing back, it's pulling my pelvis back about 45 degrees. So I'm getting turn in my pelvis. Now, a reason that a lot of players struggle to get that big turn is because they leave their pelvis locked in place. Now, you can only turn your shoulder so much against your hip. So one of the big keys in your backswing is to make sure this hip is going to get in here, turn back, and get as much as you can. I see anywhere, and I measure, and I'm happy with anywhere between 40 and 50 degrees of pelvic turn in the backswing to put a player in a good position. Key number 3, when you are trying to get a big load in the backswing, we need to make sure our shoulders are really turning, okay? If we can get that big turn out of the shoulders, that's going to complete the load, right? We have the knees and the legs working. We have the pelvis moving. The final piece is getting a big crank out of the shoulders. So the concentration is always going to be, if we get a 45-degree turn out of our shoulders, we want to get in here and get our chest to turn back a full 90 degrees. That will give us a big load every time with our shoulders. Now, we want to make sure in our backswing that we get in here and we create an inclination in our shoulders. So that's going to have the lead shoulder more pointed down at the golf ball in the backswing. If we can get that shoulder inclined down, that's going to put us in a position where our tilts are going to more appropriately rotate through the downswing. So you want to feel when you're getting that inclination that the chin is right on top of the lead shoulder in the backswing, putting you in a position where you can still look down at the golf ball, get a big turn out of your shoulders, and really be ready to crank on the golf ball. So if you're trying to get a big load in the backswing, make sure your legs are working properly. After you get the legs, that's going to get the pelvis really cranking. We're looking for about 45 degrees of turn in the pelvis. The final piece of the puzzle. Make sure your shoulders get a big 90-degree turn. If your arms are more stretched across your chest and the chest really rotates, you are going to be in a position where you get that big load and you are ready to fire into that golf ball every time. Hey guys, I hope this video really helps you play better golf. Now, if you're enjoying them, please come back next week. Thank you guys. Hey guys, if you like this video, please like and comment. I come out with new content every Saturday, Sunday, Tuesday, and Thursday. Thanks a lot, you guys.